What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Noobster here with another Wonderlands build video for y'all. So, what I got for y'all today is a Deadshot build, but don't worry, this is not a pixie chucking Deadshot build that goes into the Graveborn capstone or anything like that. This is a gun build focused around Deadshot and focuses around Reaper of Bones rather than spells. So, let's hop right into the build video. And first thing y'all will notice is this is actually focused around shock weapons. So I love cryo, but I'm sure that people get sick of just seeing cryo weapons. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. We'll go ahead and talk about the gear a little bit more in detail in just a minute, but first let's go into the skills themselves. As I stated before, this is a Reaper of Bones build. So Reaper of Bones is not my favorite ability. I sort of think the tick damage that it does is a bit much, and because of that, it's not really preferred, but I think I've found a way where it does a good amount of damage and it helps because of the bonus damage, and I can sort of stay alive and do a lot of damage at the same time. So, anyway, hopping right into the Graveborn skills that I've spec'd into. So first, we have Mortal Vessel. This will help us get more max health and increase our dark magic efficiency, so we stay alive while Reaper of Bones is active. Next, we have Sanguine Sacrament. This will help us with health regen whenever we cast a spell. We'll be casting spells a lot because of the Spellshot capstone. So we should be able to regenerate our health 15% per second for 2 seconds, and we'll just keep spamming this pretty much. Next, we have Dark Pact. This will increase our dark magic damage. And last, we have Stain of the Soul, so whenever we cast our spells, we deal bonus dark magic damage. I'm hoping this stacks on top of our Buffmeister, so hopefully we're getting a lot more damage, but I'm not sure of the interaction, so if this does not work, then I would highly recommend speccing these points elsewhere. Dark Hydra maybe, or Faithful Thralls. Moving on to Spellshot, so we went all the way down Spellshot tree. First, we started off with Magic Bullets. This will help increase our gun damage based on our spell damage, and since we will have a lot of spell damage because it's Spellshot, we'll be doing a lot of damage in general. Next, we have Prestidigation. I hope I pronounced that right. Regardless, this will help us with our reload speed. We went ahead and put 5 out of 5 in this skill right here. Next, we have Just Warming Up. This will help increase our fire rate for each stack of spell weaving, and we will have a boatload of spell weaving stacks, so our fire rate should be through the roof. Next, we have Font of Mana. This will help us with our action skill cooldown. Now, we don't really care about our spell cooldown because we did go capstone for spell shot, but action skill cooldown does help. Next, we have Glass Cannon. As y'all know, spell shot, you gotta go Glass Cannon. You want your shields to be depleted. Not for the bonus spell damage necessarily, even though it may help with magic bullets, but more so that you can get the benefits of the Cursed Wit. Next, we have High Thread Count. We have 2 points, one coming from our class mod, and this will allow our spell weaving stacks to go up to 11, which is going to help us a ton. Next, we have Imbued Weapon. This will make our guns deal bonus damage based on the spell's element, so that's also pretty helpful here. Next, we have 1 slot, 1 kill. This will increase our gun damage per spell weaving stack, which we will have 11 of because of High Thread Count. So we will be getting 44% bonus damage, gun damage. And we didn't go double knot because we're not really dealing too much spell damage, and we're not going to be really landing a lot of spell critical hits, so no point. But last but not least, we went Sever the Thread. This is so we have a chance to get our spells back whenever we are just landing critical hits. So that is the skill tree. Going on to hero points. So I went ahead and put, or maxed out, Strength. This will be for the crit damage. We want as much crit damage as possible. Just in general, more damage, the better. Then we put the rest in Attunement. We maxed this out, and any remaining points we put into Constitution, just so we can survive a little bit extra. I was told that Dexterity is not really useful to put into, so I'm testing it out right now, and hopefully you don't need any points into Dexterity because you already have a decent crit chance, and if you go for headshots, you'll be landing a good amount of crits anyway. All right, so that is that. Let's go ahead and hop right into the inventory. All right, so for the inventory, we're starting off with a Goblin Pickaxe. Now, Mind you guys, I am actually putting a couple of Goblin Pickaxe in the build, as well as putting in a couple of Buffmeisters. So if you guys want to, if you'd rather have constantly activating ones, you can use that, or you can use on action skill active if you don't have difficulty with keeping Reaper of Bones active. I somewhat do, so I like to just have on spellcast and on action skill cast, or on action skill start uh, enchants, but feel free to switch them out. They are in the save file, and I will drop them for you, whoever is on console and needs the build. So, moving on. Next, we have the weapons. They all have, I believe, on action skill start, increase damage dealt, and there's a couple others as well. So we are also including the live wire and the gyre. The shock gyre is just awesome, so those are also part of the build. But the weapons include a sword explosion, a masterwork handbow. This is just for getting your stacks. So this is not even primordial. This is just so you can get your spell weaving stacks really quick. Next, we have the wizard's pipe. So this gun recently got a buff. I don't know if I like this more or if I like the live wire, but I've been playing around with the wizard's pipe just because it's new and it's fun and we really don't see it often. And unfortunately, I don't have a primordial version, but the volatile version still does some good damage. And last but not least, we have a auto magic that is also primordial and shock. With the rings, you guys know the drill. I like to keep the same rings in the save file. These two rings are from my previous Deadshot build, and I have all the rings for SMG damage, shotgun damage, and pistol damage. So you want to use any of those weapons, feel free to. I don't have any assault rifle damage rings. I wish I did, but unfortunately I do not. But they would have helped with a Thunder Anima. So I'll still throw this into the save file, but unfortunately the rings are not going to be able to help too much with that one. Next, we have the Cursed Wit. This one has the enchant on spellcast, increase elemental damage by 20% for 5 seconds. Use any Cursed Wit, guys. If you have one with on spellcast, increase lightning damage. That'll also do plenty of work. But this one I went ahead because we're going to use both dark magic and shock, or lightning, whatever you want to call it. Next, we have a Cape of Tides. This one is a Spellshot Spore Warden, but it doesn't matter because we really care about getting more Spellshot power and getting the bonus 1 in high threat count. And you guys have probably already seen this from my other builds. The soaked effect is just awesome, so I like to keep this class mod in the build. Next, we have a Volatile Thurge, and this one is lightning damage and spellshot power, as well as has all damage dealt. And this one basically, this will help us get our action skill back sooner. So whenever we cast a spell, we reduce our action skill cooldown. And last but not least, the Buffmeister. We have a couple of combinations of these as well. So feel free to grab them from the build. Disregard all these Conjura spells here, but these are all the extra Buffmeisters that I've put out. This one is Zap and Bonk, so I don't recommend this one, but the other two are great to use. And that wraps it up for the gear itself. Now, guys, if you do want to use this save file, please, and already have my other Graveborn save file, the Unkillable Reaver, please delete that one, or else you won't be able to have two of the same character, because I am using the same character for this build. So if you do want to have this build and that other build, you'll need to transfer either this character's gear over to that other character, or the previous build, the Unkillable Reaver, onto another character. But that just about wraps it up for all the gear and the skills. Really quick, looking at my myth rank, y'all can just take a quick look into all of the 4. There is my Archmage, there is my Blade Master, and there's my Deadeye. So that pretty much wraps it up. Guys, if you do want the build and don't have a PC or the save file, or don't have the ability to input save files, please join my Discord and ask the build. I don't mind giving it out. You may have to be a little bit patient with me. Sometimes I won't be able to give it the exact same day, but I definitely will eventually get it out to you guys. So feel free to hit me up, and don't feel, like you're bothering me or anything. I don't mind. To all my PC players, I hope you guys get the save file. But that pretty much wraps it up for the build video. Thanks to everybody who has helped me with this build. Couldn't have done it without you guys. And that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'll put some gameplay at the end for this build, and we'll try using all the weapons and all that. But anyway, guys, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have not yet, please sub to the channel. It really keeps me motivated to post more videos. I'll try to diversify a little bit more in the coming days, but Wonderlands is kind of falling off a little bit. I hope not, because I really love this game. But anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.